kiddos? Today we're playing TFT in this episode of TFT Time, but before we get into any actual gameplay, there's a couple things I want to discuss, and this one's kind of a bit more funny. And what you can see is I got the Starguardian Neeko Prestige Edition. I grinded out a lot this weekend and all week. I've literally just got it and bought it with these prestige points you get from the World Pass, and the big issue for me right now is I then opened a chest because I was playing a lot. I got an S. And literally, I got a skin in it. I re-rolled all three skins that I had already, and this is a skin I got. Like, my luck is so dreadful, and it's kind of funny to say the least that I get this skin after just spending ages trying to get that one. But yeah, this week it's back on the grind. The TFT beta pass is slowly but surely being completed. We have to play with some dragons and play 6 games. But I'm sat here in the normal lobby for some reason. Let's just change that real quick. Go over to the ranked and let's jump straight into some games. But what I've been noticing is a huge changes coming in League of Legends. I've pre-registered for Legends of Runeterra, which should be an interesting thing if I get a placement on it. I did it as the announcement was made as well, which was pretty good. But yeah, we're hoping to pick up some good things here. We want to obviously get back into Gold 3. We're slowly but surely climbing our way back up. And I haven't played really any ranked since last episode, but I think that we should be fine. Now, if you want a good tip to getting tokens in League of Legends at the moment, so that you can obviously get the prestige skins, the Riven skin that's in the prestige shop, well, that's 2,000 tokens, I honestly recommend playing normal TFT. The games are quick and ranked TFT. You get 10 tokens for a top 4. You get 4 for anywhere else. Now, if you play ARAM, you get 8 for a win, 4 for a loss, which is actually really good, and I would recommend that as the other game mode, because that's, 15 minutes work for about 10 tokens is quite a lot, considering. But let's jump into this game, and I do like that Varus, that it has got a nice item on it. And I'm not going to get it, so we'll take the Blitzcrank here. Blitzcrank obviously can go as a Brawler Glove, which is the other half of the IE, which that Varus had for a starting thing. So we can actually just sell this Blitzcrank and honestly get somewhere a bit quicker than what everyone else is, because we won't be having to just wait around for an IE, well, BF sword. But a good thing though about Brawl Glove, there is a bit more options in comparison to a BF sword, because if you go BF sword, you're kind of locking yourself into a ranger, gunslinger, blade master-esque comp, because you're obviously picking a thing that boosts your melee damage. Whereas if you go for the likes of a Brawler Glove, like we have here, you can actually go for anything really. Anything you want. Now, you can tell here, I'm wanting to get some nobles online. I want to get some nobles and then some gunslingers in behind. I want the early game to be noble control because I like the early game buff. It also will help late game when we start building up our knights. So, there we go. Giant Spell could make a Trap Claw, which is huge. It's great against Blitzcranks. I was playing earlier today a assassin comp using this a Darius, and the Darius sat in the end here. The assassin's obviously go invisible before the start of the round. Well, the proper start of the round, and basically Blitzcrank hooks always launch off at the target that's furthest away that it can see, and it would always be the Darius. So naturally it's a free stun at the start of the round, so your assassins can obviously burst him out. Now the one issue though that I noticed was Blitzcranks was still able to auto attack even though they're stunned, because the second part of their ability is the actual knock-up, and it actually is classed as part of the ability, and for some reason it's a bit weird. But right now, let's look at what we've got currently, and it's not much to say the least. We've got a decent front line of the Garen and the Fiora. We also have the Vayne in our backline, which I could do better with, but she'll do for now. Obviously we can get her to level 2 quite quick because we already have the parts for it. Now, ooh, this guy's got double level 2, which is going to be annoying, especially when one of them's a Kha'Zix and he's already in the backline and he's about to ult with the amount of mana he has. And that's pretty much a dead Garen. Luckily, I was going to say, by how quick that Fiora's attacking, she might outlive all this, but no, she's not going to. It was a good attempt by her. 1000 damage is nothing to be moaning about early on, first wave. And when you get offered illusion as well, you can obviously look to get a bit more damage on the board with him. But we're not going to be sticking full noble. It's a mess strategy, to be honest. It's better if I get someone like a Glacial Braum, Ash and Braum work well. Or we go for a, what's the word? Imperial with the Darius, which is the best other option because we can go either Swain or Draven as a second. Also, 2 rounds in a row, our Fiora gets the Noble buff, and that was a fairly nice timed riposte. Just as the Garen ultimate ended, it meant that he was going to be stunned, and the Spinneroonie didn't really mean much when he's stunned, because he still spins. But yeah, that was a good round for us. We finally get a fully upgraded team on the board in terms of level 2s, until we stick our Darius on. Kind of always what's going to happen. Now, you're probably wondering, why haven't I made Nai yet? And I'm honestly contemplating who to stick it on. Do we stick it on our Lucian or the Vayne at this stage? And with the fact that we haven't really got like any proper levels into our team yet. Also, that Veigar's going to be an absolute pain late game. But it's kind of a bit weird to say this, but it really doesn't matter early game which champ gets the IE for now. I'd rather give it to someone late game. So we'll load into shop. There is a BF sword here. There is a Braum as well. I'm thinking we take the Darius. I thought he was... Okay, we'll take Poppy. Or no, we'll take the Braum. Sorry, Pike. Pike or Braum either way. We get a Rika though, which obviously is more useful for us. We could have took Needlessly, which would have been Rageblade, which would have immediately gone to our Vayne. That's who benefits the most from Rageblade in this team comp at the moment. However, I prefer just picking a Rika bow up now because it gives us options if we want to go Static Shiv, if there's someone going full Yordle. I might pick up Braum. So I'll keep him on our bench for now. And we'll definitely pick up this Garen. But it's more so I'm playing a bit more cautious than actually trying to go overboard with my bench. Because right now, we could do a lot of good here with this team. And the annoying thing is, for this round, our Garen's not going to ult because of how much mana was drained from him by casting it. And luckily he does, though, get an ult off, but it was very late. And it does put us at a bit of an issue with having to rush our shop purchases. But we do now have 2 level 2 Garens in our team. We will have a level 2 Lucian picked up here as well. And we can... I think better if I do that for now. And then that. Because it's smarter to run the Lucian over the Fiora because it's a higher cost champion with a bit more range. We've already got 2 melee champions. One of them, granted, just is there to give us night buff for now. But later on will provide us with a Draven. That being said, we can either go Jinx or Draven at this stage. Or any like Ranger, like could go Kaiser, to be honest. We've got the synergy here with what we've got base, because Vayne will give us Ranger, Lucian gives us Gunslinger, and why is my shop not re-rolled? Bit weird. So 9 coins to spend it. I'll pick up the Poppy for now, and yeah, that's it. I don't think Poppy will fit into this team comp, so we'll sell her. I'm thinking it through. It would be best to run this Darius as a frontliner to go alongside our Leona, and then our Kayle to provide a bit more tankiness. I would run a Braum normally so we get Guardian, but I think Imperial, as I said, would be a bit more useful, as the extra damage output that will be provided by him would be actually really good. And we get a lot of good drops there for this round. We got 6 coins and 2 item drops there. Notice how I say a Rengar and a Morgana is 6 coins. It's all they're good for in this team comp. Now we'll pick up this Darius right now. And another Fiora and another Vayne obviously does put us in a position to look to upgrade the team. And I'm really wishing... There's the Darius that I was wishing for. But I'm wishing that we could buy XP and not have the risk of not getting any of the champions we need. Oh boy, Yodels. This guy looks like a fairly competent player with what he's built so far. And he is in second to last. Never mind. Goodness, his Poppy's only base level, because that would have killed our Lucian, who's absolutely destroying opposition players right now. But I've actually made a discovery that I didn't actually know about. Well, I didn't really know what it did because I didn't really care what it did, but you can do this in the TFT damage tracker and you can see how much damage each player's champs did, and that round our Darius out-damaged a Gangplank because he actually stayed alive due to Noble buff, but fuck it, we'll stick you on the board. We'll go triple tank frontline. Doesn't really make much of a difference, but I just want to watch this guy's Katarina just jump up in damage. Because we all know what's going to happen. She's got more Anomanomicon on her. And yeah. There was a big jump there. Luckily our frontliner Garen has got Noble buff, meaning he's staying alive all through this and doesn't really care. But we look at our bench of items right now, and I'm definitely thinking the IE is going onto our Vayne. That being said, we have just filled our bench, and we filled it at an inopportune time, to be honest. Because now we have to find a way to get things on the board, well, off our bench, onto the field, because it's full. And we can't pick up the solution, which we want to, sadly. And we might have to honestly sell this Darius. That being said, it isn't much gold needed to get up to the next tier. It's only another 16. And we could definitely reroll, interest our way to that. Now, we'll go to the carousel right now. We're on a 7-win streak as well. Meaning, actually no, if we get a Lucian in this carousel, or any of the champions on our bench, we obviously avoid the issue here, and I mean, Draven will help if we get him. That's who we probably want to pick up right now. We're not going to get him. Volibear's there. Shyvana's there. Shyvana's probably the best pick. Okay, well, we're going to get a defensive item out of this either way. I'm going for the Kindred. Makes the most sense to pick up the Kindred because that guy wants it. And I can also make a Thornmail. I do hope he realizes if he doesn't get a Lissandra that he's wasting money. So, the good thing about this setup, I can just do that. And you're probably wondering, that's stupid, you should sell the Kindred, get up to, what, it'll be 14 coins. And you'd be, no, it'd be 13 coins, isn't it? Yeah, it'd be 13 coins, which would be enough for next round. But why do that when I've got an extra character on the board who stays on the board with Thornmail? Plus it gives me ranger buff for a round. And I think that makes just a bit more sense. Just to cheat a little. Plus, the extra damage that we can provide out is enough to beat off literally this guy. Like, Kindred did 700 damage there that could have been done any other way, but hey ho. We still managed to do it. I can also sell you now. And then put that onto you. Stick you on the board. Buy you. Reroll that. Buy that. There we go. That's how you fix the issue of your shop. In about 2 minutes. Now, that was shopping at its finest. We've saved our board in a sense. We've also got a Garen now with a tank item, which is a great pickup there. He honestly needs him, as this resistance part of his game is huge, and we want him to honestly keep that resistance phase up as long as possible. Plus, it's great against Yordles or any other things. If you just put a Warmogs on him now, basically he becomes this thing that anytime you auto attack him, you're taking more damage than he's taking. And you will love that with Noble buff. So, we'll pick up a Leona here, which is great pickup. Another one in our shop. Oh boy. Might have to reroll. And there's the Garen. Okay, so we get the Garen anyway. That gives us level 3 Garen, which I'm glad that we've done it like this, instead of having to sit and wait again till level 7. Because that honestly will be a ball ache. Now, our team is kind of just chilling through this sort of wave. And yeah, we'll beat this wolf camp pretty easily. Coins, there we go, I can do that now and unlock our shop. Double legendary drops. Whole load of coins. There's the warmogs I've been needing. Yep. I absolutely love that noise. So we'll stick this Leona on the board. And 21 coins is a lot of coins. So we can re-roll our shop quite a few times now looking for these low cost nobles. Surprisingly, we've not been offered any. There's the Fiora. And that's about it. There's a Jinx there. I would normally pick up for this team comp, but I think running a Draven right now, with the fact that we have the Darius, is a lot better. Oh boy, we're against the guy in last, and we're barely beating him, I feel. Then I realised that we have a few, a Vayne just sat there auto-attacking for free into an Yordle comp. And yeah, that's a free win. Garen, as I said, they'll take more damage. And, ooh, level 3 Vayne. That's our go time. That's like the button that allows us to just Autobots build out. Like, literally, we just buy as much as we can for our Vayne in that one phase. And yeah, that's honestly huge. Ooh, another Leona there. That is a great pickup. Now, coming up against this guy, we haven't oh, we're tops now. We haven't faced the other Hushtail, well, the Hushtail user in a while. If at all recently. We just faced one, the bottom one. But we're honestly in a good state right now. Our nobles are slowly but surely beating the opposition as we close in on the next carousel. We're doing good. Especially now we're one Fiora away from level 3. And once we get that, we can honestly start plowing all our coins into XP. That is the fun bit of the game. Even though we could do with getting a Darius to level 3, I honestly think it'd be better just to plow our points into XP. So yeah, we'll go with that. And let's see how we do in this round. That was a fairly standard round win there for us, and there's a spatula on the board, as well as a cannon with a Negatron cloak. Now, we're out last, guaranteed last, and if someone picks up... Okay, we're getting a spatula. Yeah, we're definitely getting a spatula. They just gave us a free force of nature for no apparent reason, and I'm glad they have, because that means that we can freely play the board. And there, sell you off, get an extra coin, reroll our shop a couple of times, in hopes, if we are, we'll do that for free. That's just the freest play. There's illusion there for us, but it doesn't make us any difference, and I might as well stick that on you now. Because that's just free. Everything's free right now, and I'm worried. And we're against going second, oh boy. You get to meet my gruesome team of nobles who really don't care. And he has a Shyvana. That might be why he's in second. Well, it doesn't really matter. The Shyvana is dead, and our Garen's just naturally just spinning through all his team, and that's why we're in first. He did not stand a chance. The little Ash that could, am I right? She just stayed in all that time and did a lot of damage. Now we have a level 2 Leona, which is a worrying point of time for people, because we can turn that into a PowerPoint. Leona is a very strong champion, and she can honestly do so much damage. Granted, level 1 Leona doesn't do much, but now she's in that point of the game where her ultimate will be guaranteed to come down at least once a round. Unless I'm against demons. Then it's not. And here comes the ult. That was a great ult, 4-man ult. Absolutely destroys people, and this guy might be out. Nope, but he almost did, and Leona, as I said, is in that PowerPoint. Third in our damage chart, even more than our nobled up Lucian. Granted, that might change once we get our Lucian to level 3, which it's literally one off being level 3. But we're in a good position. I'm glad that we're this chill. The next upgrade we could probably go for is the Ashe, change it to a Kaiser, or maybe even a Braum. Actually no, not Braum, Pantheon. Pantheon in this team comp would work actually really well, because it also gets us part of our mission, gets us to play with 4 dragons. There's one. Another Neeko's help. Ooh. Well, I can use that either on my Lucian or Fiora. I'd rather re-roll our shop first, obviously. See if we get one in there. There's the Fiora, so glad I didn't use it on her. And we'll check if there's any Lucians appearing in our shop. There is an Ashe. I might as well pick up the Ashe in there. We'll get the Lucian, get him up to level 3, and our bench looks pretty empty right now. Oh boy. Yeah, this is a fairly quiet bench for me. I'm not used to it. But we draw a fake guy, and he has the Shyvana of Hatred. Luckily, we have the... Oh, that is a very powerful Shyvana. Shame you've just pushed in our Garen of Death into your team. He just doesn't care about you, and he's actually just going to kill it. Yeah, that's a great round for us, considering our Garen is so tanky. I don't remember the last time he actually died. And 16 wins, well, closing in on, is a very good position. Oh, it is an upgrade. You have to realize it's an upgrade. 1 coin more. It's an upgrade. We've just got in the same position with 1 coin more. Like, we've upgraded a 3 cost to a 4 cost. And the rest of the team is standard for nobles. We could do with the Kale drop sometime soon. But if we outlive this guy, if we beat him, we might eliminate him, which will be huge. Because then we can look to I don't know, guarantee elo gainage. That's what will happen if we eliminate this guy. Okay, we're guaranteed elo. That is great. LP going up here, because top 4 guaranteed. We're on 95 health still. And yeah, pretty chill. I'm going to do that so that next round we can just stick another Jinx on the board. Why not? She's doing nothing at the mo. Like, she did 167 damage, which isn't much. Whereas the rest of our big boy carries here did a lot of damage. Now I am contemplating Hextech buff here, picking up the Vi into this team comp, but I am looking for a Pantheon or maybe even a... Ouch, that actually hurt us there. That Katarina did a lot of work for him. And there goes our Garen. Oh boy. This might be a loss. Yeah, this is looking like a big loss. There's our first loss in forever. He's level 8, so he's going to have the extra board presence. And I think he's got a lot of buffs. Oh, there's the Kale. Highly unlikely we pick her up, though. We're actually going to get her. Okay. Give me my Kale, thank you. Like, you don't give me Kale. Like, that just means that I'm going to further extend my lead at the top of the leaderboard. Okay. Hi, here's Kale on the board. For free. She also comes with a... what's it called? Night buff and Noble buff fully online. I'm going to actually position her here in the corner because I want her to live longest, and considering no one else is running a Blitzcrank, no, that's fine. She's fine and dandy. We come up against the guy who we could eliminate her. We have got that sort of team that will look to punish and eliminate people. Kale's also hitting them big boy stuns. Great stun there from our Fiora hitting a riposte, and the rockets are inbound. That's a win for us. And that's an elimination. So guaranteed top 3 here. Possibly top 2. At this stage, I wouldn't be surprised if it's not top 2. I'm annoyed though that we have this random Darius now, because we haven't actually been given any more Dariuses to get him up to level 3. And also we have to realize the next round is the round before Dragon. And we're going up against this guy who has that really annoying Shyvana, i.e. Gunblade and Rapid Fire Cannon. Oh boy. We just need to get some good stuns here. And some actually wins. Because currently, if we don't eliminate her, we're not going to win. And the fact that Garen's in Spinaroonie chase the actual Shyvana till she dies for him, and that's a win. Yeah, he was in chase mode, meaning that Shyvana's not living and not running away. Now, the guy in bottom actually lost. I don't know who he was against. It might have been me, to be honest. And there's the Draven. Okay, I'm actually going to do this on the sly. Gets us Imperial. It means that Darius actually has a use in this team. It was kind of annoying him just sat there without any use. Now, I'm going to actually position for this a little bit, just so that we can actually live and beat this. Because Deathcap, good pickup there. It will definitely go on our Leona, because that ultimate of hers is probably the biggest damage thing that we've got. Like 650 damage it does is huge, and we want it to be going off pretty much every round. And you're probably wondering, oh, stick it on the Fiora. No. She doesn't need it. Now, I'm actually going to do a sort of a bit more of a protective strat like so that our ranged are in a kind of a box now. Instead of it being like how it was, it just means that these guys can spread out a bit further. It protects all the backliners basically. They're not in stupid positions that are like vulnerable. And luckily we draw the fake guy. Oh boy. The fake guy who has a very good Katarina. Yeah. Luckily we boxed out the Katarina. And Kale got a good ult there. And we're just naturally chipping away at all his team here. Good round. Very good round. Now, top 2 guaranteed? We can check in. No, we're not guaranteed it yet. Oh, not a Kale. If we get another one then, that's probably game. That's us winning. And I also should point out, we have a Vayne and a Garen with like half an item on them. We need that one more item on either of them, just so they're in top mode. Like Garen, a Dragon Claw would just mean Katarina's not going to be a nuisance. Shyvana's not going to be a nuisance. And for the Vayne, Static Shiv or Rage Blade would be beneficial right now. Okay, so we do get an actual fight here. And of course, nice ult there by our Fiora, stopping the riposte. And yeah, there comes the big ult onto our Garen, meaning this guy's going out. Bye-bye. He was also level 8, we're still level 7. And that other guy lost to us, I believe. Which is great news. I don't have to try as hard. Granted, I can't really try hard any more than what I'm doing. But we did just get offered 2 Dariuses this late in the game. Puts us with a second Darius to level 2. And one more Kale will get us level 2 Kale, which, if you don't know, Kale level 2, number of targets the ult hits is 2. Meaning 2 people get the invuln. And I kind of really want that. This guy also has a Dragon Claw on his bench. How the fuck can you not use that? Oh, he does have a Pantheon though. That's going to be annoying. Luckily, we've taken out one of his Dragon Claw users in the Brom. Our Garen is still spinning to win his. Luckily. He's still alive. And that's a win. Is that going to be the game? It is! Oh boy, that was a really good game for us. And ranked win for us. As we just appear in the carousel on our own. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we pick up a lucky win I was not expecting. It's out of the blue. Let's see where that puts us once my League of Legends client decides to show. We're back up to Gold 3. We'll just check where that's actually put us in Gold 3. When the game really wants to load. It is taking some time. Oops, I accidentally changed frame. Oh god. There we go. 7 LP. That's still gold. Gold 3. We're going back up in the tiers, and I'm glad that we are progressing again. That was a fairly standard build, to be honest. The only changes was Imperial into the lineup, but Imperial really didn't do much for us. And yeah, if we actually go to our profile now, there is now TFT match history, and we can actually just check. After you see my ARAM just spamming, but we can check here. First place, Noble. We had 4 level 3s, which were all really low cost, and then a couple of level 2s up in high cost. Like, this wasn't a very expansive team. Like, they're all low cost characters up until these 3. So we naturally really didn't have that powerful of a team to say. Like, if we came up against a team of full demons level 3, we would have guaranteed to have lost. There was no doubt about it. But because we got the Kale, like, really, well, at a good time, because people don't take away picks of the top guy who's probably going to win because he's on a win streak. But yeah, that was a very good game for us. And because of that, if you enjoyed it, leave a like down below, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you guys later. Peace, my dudes.